I live and work in New York, and I practice investment treaty arbitration at White Case. And what we do is we advise states on protections offered to individuals within bilateral investment treaties. My why is the impact of corruption upon developing nations. And this is directed to my work because when corruption is involved in the establishment of an investment, it often affects whether or not individuals can invoke protections offered by states within treaties.
Hi, my name is Amy McLennan. I'm an anthropologist, and in my research I focus on culture, social norms and lifestyle change. Collaboration's my thing, so at the moment I'm working with governments, the private sector and across different academic disciplines to design new ways forward on some of humanity's most pressing issues. And at the moment, for me, that includes focusing on malnutrition, digital disruption and loneliness.
Hi there, I'm Andrew Hudson. I'm a human rights lawyer and the Executive Director of Crisis Action. I'm based in New York. We stop war around the world and protect people from war in places like Yemen and Syria. Here are my props. This is an amazing South Sudanese woman that we got to brief the UN Security Council last year. And here are some global headlines that we've driven front page of the New York Times about ethnic cleansing in Central African Republic.
Hi, my name is DIBLEY and I'm a 2016 John Monash Scholar. I'm currently a doctoral student at Stanford and I work on the domestic politics of climate change policy. This is an important topic because in 2015 the world came together and agreed to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, but the domestic politics on how to do that have been very complicated. So I hope through my research to be able to make a contribution to that topic.
Hi everyone, Ben Melius here, coming live to you from the Rocky Mountains. I'm really interested in the ways that we can use tools from philosophy to think better about the relationships between human systems, economic, cultural, political, social, and the kinds of ecosystems that gave us places like this.
Hi, I'm Bridget Hickey. I'm a journalist and radio producer. I'm studying at Columbia Journalism School right behind me. I specialise in investigative and environmental reporting. Right now I'm working on a documentary film about a bunch of teenagers in the Bronx. They're making a free Wi-Fi network to make their community more resilient to climate change.
Hi, I'm CLAUDIA NEWMAN-MARTIN and my Sir John Monash Scholarship supported me to study a Masters of Public Policy at the Harvard Kennedy School. Since then, I've been working for the Boston Consulting Group in the social impact practice area, focusing predominantly on education and more recently global education. A lot of the work that I do shapes the investment strategy of social impact investors and large foundations in the US and abroad, and it's been a really amazing journey that wouldn't have been possible without my scholarship.
The universe looks rather complicated, but actually it runs on simple rules. We can use computers to simulate these rules, to see with our own eyes virtual systems evolving. For instance, systems which at high temperatures are chaotic will, when we cool them, become ordered.
Cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of premature death in Australia and worldwide. Since about 1970, cardiovascular death rates have been declining rapidly in Australia in both men and women. However, over the last decade, these death rates have really plateaued when in fact they should still be going down. If we want to halve cardiovascular death again over the next, say, 20 years in Australia, then we need to continue to reduce the enormous harm that's still being caused by tobacco smoking. But we also need to take more seriously the other causes of vascular disease, including obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure and high cholesterol.
Hello, my name's Emma Howard. I study regional scale climate and regional scale climate change. It's a big challenge to downscale future climate projections from the global scale to the scale of cities, countries and states. To do so, we have to understand the processes that drive regional climate. At the moment, I study the climate of Southern Africa.
I'm Garang Dud, Melbourne-trained doctor and John Monash Scholar at Harvard University, where I study MPH in health policy.
I'm Genevieve Martin. I'm a medical doctor and researcher. I study the immune system in people who've been recently infected with HIV. We think this early stage of infection might be a time when we could therapeutically target the immune response to clear the virus from the body, and is therefore important for trying to achieve a cure.
Hi, my name's Grace Keesing. I'm currently studying private law and dispute resolution at NYU, and I've also been working as a mediator at the Bronx Local Court, which is keeping me busy with everything from civil assault to tenancy disputes to family matters. I'll be heading back to Sydney at the end of the year to start work as a barrister.
Early childhood education is one of the most powerful social and economic levers that we have access to as a society in Australia. Each week, 96% of 4-year-olds collectively spend over 5 million hours in early childhood services around Australia. This time is one of the most critical periods in brain development. This is where we have the opportunity to really affect the life chances of children who need us most.
Hi, I'm Harrison Steele. As a synthetic biologist, I design biological machines that solve practical problems. We encode them in DNA, put this DNA into bacteria, and then measure their behavior. I also design and build hardware to automate experiments. This device uses a spectrometer, lasers, and pumps to control growing bacteria.
Hi, I'm Ida. I'm a paediatric doctor from Melbourne. I'm in Oxford studying a Master of International Health and Tropical Medicine. In the long run, I'm interested in Indigenous health and in the prevention of rheumatic heart disease, which is caused by social and environmental factors and affects Indigenous children.
Hi, I'm Jack Muir. I grew up amongst the beautiful Hawkesbury sandstone of Cochrane National Park. This spectacular Australian landscape inspired a deep love of earth science in me from a young age. Now I study new methods of imaging the Earth's subsurface at the California Institute of Technology, a world-leading earth science institution.
Hi, I'm Jackie Pitt. I'm a women's rights lawyer based in New York City. I'm currently working at Her Justice, which is a non-profit legal service for low-income women in Manhattan. And my fun fact is that I love hip-hop music.
Hi, I'm Jessica Matthew. I'm a linguist and I work on endangered Australian Aboriginal languages. I do fieldwork on a language called NEWMAN-MARTIN, which is spoken in the Northern Territory. My academic research focuses on the syntax and semantics of this language, and I'm also involved in community projects such as the NEWMAN Dictionary and recording community stories.
Hello, my name's Gillian Kilby. I choose to spend my time shifting broken infrastructure projects from government planning shelves to be shovel ready. I do this through my own company based in both California and regional New South Wales. I really value experiences and the people I get to meet along the way. I have a civil engineering degree from Sydney University and thanks to the Monash Foundation, an MBA and an MPP from Stanford University.
In the next few seconds you will see a small object moving across the screen. I study road safety and the prevention of car crashes because they're the leading cause of death among people between the ages of 5 and about 25.
I work on artificial intelligence for language. And I work on it because I think it has incredible potential. If computers could understand what we're saying and writing, even at a shallow level, it would change the way we can interact with them and also change our ability to gather and understand vast quantities of information.
Hi, I'm San. I'm a paediatric registrar and I have a passion for global health. I'm here in New York studying my Master of Public Health so that I can learn to better address the health needs of vulnerable children around the world.
I'm Marianne Haynes and I'm a scientist. Oh wait, more specifically, a microbiologist. Did you know that we can use microbes to clean up waste, produce products and generate renewable energy? I'm studying how to turn algae and bacteria, like this, into biofuel, using atmospheric CO2 and sunlight energy. Net effect, carbon neutral liquid fuel. This is where I think I can make my positive mark, to harness something that promotes environmental and human progress.
My name is Martin Senavaratna. I come from a medical background. Now, I hate how much of a buzzword AI and machine learning have become, but I'm studying exactly that as applied to healthcare, with a specific interest in how to operationalize AI in clinical workflows. This is through a Masters of Biomedical Informatics at Stanford.
Hi, I'm May Somali. I moved to San Francisco 2 years ago to help launch a new venture capital firm. I invest in tech entrepreneurs shaping the future of our cities. When I'm not judging a startup pitch competition, you can find me in my local cinema watching all of the Oscar-nominated films. My prediction for best film this year? 3 billboards outside Epping, Missouri.
Hi, I'm Michael Grebler and I'm a composer. I'm currently studying at the New England Conservatory in Boston. So I basically get to write music, which is a cool job. The majority of music I write is destined for the concert space. So if you're ever in need of a symphony, give me a call and I'd be happy to write one for you.
Hi, I'm Miranda Grono and I'm an archaeologist, so I like old things, but I'm interested in heritage management. So I work on the way in which we can use archaeology to connect people to their heritage, but also how to look after archaeological heritage in things like building development.
Hi, I'm Major Nathan Johnson. I've had a military career focusing on electronic warfare, and I plan to further lead this field for the ADF by doing research into the interdependencies of cyber warfare and electronic warfare through a PhD at Arizona State University and the University of New South Wales.
I'm Sarah Luxley, coming at you from the United Nations, where on Thursday I'm bringing 600 new mothers and their babies to the UN for what we believe is the United Nations' first ever baby-friendly event on International Women's Day. My organisation, Minder, runs talks, workshops, classes and events led by global experts where crying babies are welcome.
Hi, my name's Siobhan. I'm a 2017 scholar and I'm interested in the relationship between art and the law. I'm at UCLA doing a Masters of Fine Arts and I'm really enjoying it.
My name is Tim Trudgeon. I'm a mathematician based at the Canberra campus of the University of New South Wales. Number theory is my game, which means I take one of these, a bit of chalk at the board, solve equations and such, mostly involving prime numbers. That has applications to cryptography, which keeps your credit card secure.
I'm currently undertaking a Global Executive MBA at the China-Europe International Business School. I live in Shanghai, so if you ever come to the Pearl of the Orient, let me know.
My research is on responsibility for global injustices. Rather than just looking at who caused a particular harm, I'm interested in how we share responsibility to reform the systems that enable it. I'm integrating philosophy with systems thinking to suggest new approaches to policy challenges like modern slavery and grand corruption.
I'm Will Witheridge. I work here at the OECD in Paris for the chief economist, doing research on economic policy to improve growth and equality. I previously worked in the Australian Government Department of the Prime Minister and Cabinet, including for Australia hosting the G20 Summit, where I was responsible for drafting the leaders' communique, and I got to sit in the same chair as Barack Obama.